Hi everyone, and welcome to this weekly newsletter in which I wanted to talk about our inner ecology. Hopefully, there's not a crisis going on like in our outer ecology, but it is a topic that for most people deserves some attention. And the idea to talk about this came to me because I had the pleasure to be ill with COVID again 2-3 weeks ago. So there I was, no energy, not feeling great. I'm sure by now most of you have been through it, and if you haven't, consider yourself lucky. So I was being ill, and one of the days after, I was talking to a friend of mine who was ill at the same time, and we were reflecting back to each other how we had been lying in our bed without energy and being really harsh on ourselves for not doing enough, or not doing our dishes or cleaning our room up. And yeah, having a bit of a laugh at ourselves really about how silly it was. When you're ill, you're really just ill. But it just made me realize again how difficult it is to have that constant dialogue going on in your head, and how important it is to really work with that and stay on top of that, because in the end our words create our world, and that's goes for the words we speak, but also for the words we think, and the way we speak to ourselves. And so I just wanted to remind ourselves this week how important it is to celebrate what we have, who we are and what we do, because so often we go to sleep thinking we haven't done enough, we wake up thinking we haven't slept enough, and we're very often in this eternal feeling of not having enough, not being enough. So I wanted to encourage everyone to really reflect on that and really learn to celebrate. Firstly, celebrate, who you are, because that in the end is the most important thing. And contrary to what we think, it doesn't depend on external outcomes and achievements. You can write books, create films, run successful businesses, whatever you want, but at the end of the day, if you're not satisfied with who you are as a person and your own character, then no matter what you do in the outside world, you won't feel satisfied and you won't feel successful. So first of all, learn to celebrate yourself. Secondly, I would say celebrate the people around you, your family, your children, your friends. And yes, of course, nothing is perfect, but I'm sure there are enough people around you that you can be grateful for. And then celebrate, and that's an interesting one, the little things in life, because we often think that it's the big things that matter, but at the end of the day, we realize that actually the little things are the big things. So, it can be something what might seem silly, like, a waitress who's really nice to you, or somebody in the supermarket who puts your trolley away. Anything you give to the world is just really important. So for this week, I picked out a book from Andrea Gardner. It's called Change Your World, Change Your Words, Change Your World. Um, and there is a video from the online studio about the attitude factor, which is all about the attitude with which you stand in life. And then there's a little video clip that I wanted to put in there. I had heard about it before, but I'd seen it before, but I didn't know that it was actually Andrea Gardner who wrote the book that we recommend, that actually made this clip as well. And it's a spoiler alert there. I'm just going to tell you what the clip is about, but you can still watch it because it's very beautiful. And basically, the clip shows this scene of a blind man sitting, begging with a little tin, collecting coins. And on the card it says, "I'm blind, please help." And so you see people passing, giving a little bit of coins, and then a lady passes and she changes the sign, and then all of a sudden you see lots of people giving money. So then in the end, they show the sign, and the sign now says, "It's a beautiful day and I can't see it." And not only is that very touching, because of course that shows that if you change the wording, people will give to the man, and there's a whole, it just changes the whole narrative. People get touched in a very different way. But it also just reflects on how we work with our mind and how we work with our thoughts, because if we don't master that, then our life will be just what it says on the card. It will just be an accumulation of beautiful days, but we won't see it as long as we keep focusing on whatever's lacking, whatever is missing, or whatever isn't going well. So, as an extra practice for this week, I would like to challenge you to take a little bit of time every day. You could start with 15 minutes or an hour if you think you can hold on for that long, and really take that time to observe your inner climate, your inner ecology, and look whether there are thoughts that are actually polluting that environment. And just observe, your thoughts, your interactions with other people, and then try to change them if needed, of course. And then if you get good at that, you can extend the time and start doing it for half a day, up to a day. And if you're successful at it, of course, you will change your life. See you soon!